It is the Trending Tuesday edition of Hashtag Trending, and I gladly welcome you to these episodes. My name is Ofonono Joseph, and I bring to you everything that's trending in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria for today. Yes, you know what we do here already. We talk about things that are trending, the good, the bad, the ugly. We place it on the table, we discuss it. You take something back home for yourself. That is a lesson. You also air your view where necessary. You lend in your voice to things that you know are happening in Nigeria that isn't sitting well, how we should improve. And we also commend those that are doing well, as it has to do with applaudable trends on social media. So this afternoon, I am happy that you are here with me. Without further ado, I will delve into the trends that we have for this Tuesday afternoon. It is Tuesday. Always prioritize your happiness, prioritize your peace. Choose you above every other. Yeah, choose your peace. So now let's delve into the trends that we have for today. Okay. A rather heartbreaking video, I would say, about retirees of Nigerian Port Authority in Port Harcourt protesting over 16 years unpaid pension has got people talking on the internet. We're seeing videos of elderly persons protesting at the entrance of the Nigerian Ports Authority in Port Harcourt, asking the government to pay them their 16 years unpaid pension. And this pension is not that it's a free money that the government will be paying them. It is the money that was deducted from their salaries over the years while serving the government. And it is high time, now that they are retired, for that monies to be merged and paid to them in block. Okay, but they're not seeing that money after 16 years of serving the country for over 35 years. This is rather sad. We should not be seeing this in a country like Nigeria, called the giant of Africa. Let us see the video.
I remove my gray hair for you. I remove my gray hair. You don't want to grow old. You don't want to enjoy your old. I remove my gray hair for you. In the name of Jesus Christ. You are suffering for 16 years. Our benefactor. You want president to do your good for us. You refuse to pay us. Pay God.
Don't worry, people work for you to come and enjoy. And you are now punishing them. And you know that there's God. There's God, though. Remember, there is God.
Few seconds before I take comments from Twitter as I await yours. Must we protest over almost everything in Nigeria? Students are going to protest. Medical practitioners will protest. Teachers will protest. Almost every sector, department and ministry protesting for their welfare. There are things that we should not even hear about. There are things that should not even come, on social media. Must we protest over everything before the government knows what to do? I don't know what else to say. These people have served for 35 years. They deserve their wages. They deserve to be paid. Look at them. Who's even young amongst them? These people are over 60 years old. For over 16 years, their pension have not been paid. Nobody should advise the government on what to do. They know what to do, and hopefully they're going to do it. But we're always seeing people come out to protest before they do what they would have done. But now that they have protested at the main entrance of the Nigerian Port Authority in Port Harcourt, we hope that the next story that we will hear was that their pension was duly paid. What do you think of this trend of protest before the government does the needful? Send in your thoughts and comments. Let's take two from Twitter. Michael says, why deduct pension from people's salaries for years, then make them beg protest or suffer before accessing their own money after retirement, that's not a favor. It's literally their money. The whole thing feels deeply unfair and honestly frustrating to watch. It's really unfair and frustrating, I must say. That's coming from Michael. KJ says, must there be protests for everything basic? Why is the government like this? Must people suffer until they act? How am I still in this country? God, I beg you, please, people should not run away from the country Nigeria and leave me to bear the brunt. The truth is that we mustn't protest over every basic thing, basic amenities that Nigerians should have. We shouldn't, we mustn't protest to have it. It is our right when, we vote people into power, hoping that they will, do the needful, but they turn their backs on us. Hopefully, the government will do the needful because these people, they served, they sacrificed. Okay, let's forge ahead to another story, something else that I would say when I saw the video, I felt, I was feeling very uncomfortable with this one about Kwara residents risking their lives to cross collapsed Moro Bailey Bridge. Oh my God. The colonial era Moro Bailey Bridge on the Ilorin-Igbeti Federal Highway collapsed. Recall that on April 30th under a heavy truck, injuring commuters but causing no deaths. Heavy rains on May 18th flooded the area, forcing residents, including traders, to navigate the dangerous remnant, spiking transport costs and delaying food supply. Well, officials have reported a new bridge 40% complete nearby with over 20 million naira spent, urging caution as rainy season peaks. You can imagine people, look at people, elderly people, the young, the old, having to cross. What if someone mistakenly falls into this river and you cannot swim? Should I call it a river or a stream or flood? And you cannot swim and you'll be swept away like that. We just hope something is done swiftly, okay, to enable people to go for their daily activities, go to school, go to work, go to their different businesses in order to earn a living. Because with what we are seeing, this is the only way for people to cross to the other part of the land and, go to their various destinations. So the government should look into this as quickly as they can so that life will not be difficult for people living in this area, and people too will not lose their lives trying to cross this collapsed bridge. What do you think? What do you say? What do you advise the government to do now, as well as the commuters? What do you want them to do to aid, their movement while awaiting the completion of the bridge? Let's take just 2 comments from Twitter. Awaiting yours. Terminal Christian says, this is the height. Everything in Nigeria is literally falling apart. Every single structure is going before our very eyes. Corruption and decay eventually erodes the very essence of living. Damola Gabriel tweets, is this not same Kwara, Ekiti and Ondo states without proper infrastructure that voted for both past administration and current administration? Okay. I don't know. We don't have to push the blames on electorates, because when people vote, certain aspirants into power, they vote them with hope, with high hope that what they promised during the campaigns will become a reality. Reality only tells on people after the aspirants they voted into power sit there on that position, okay, and does absolutely nothing as per fulfilling the campaign promises. And it is a sad tale that, we only can keep talking about it for a better Nigeria, for better governance from each local government in each state till, talking about good governance in Nigeria and not really putting blames on the electorate. We do not really know who is best. Yes, because everybody will come out to promise, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I stand on this mandate, this is what we will do. And when they're finally in there, you cannot twist their hands or break their hands to fulfill the promise. We only hope that they fulfill their promises. But come 2027, we are very hopeful that our vote will count. And all these persons vying for different positions in Nigeria will fulfill their campaign promises. Let us take another thing that is trending. This one. My God, you know, before I close on my programs, I always say run away from trouble. Even though trouble finds its way to your house, to your room, knocks on the door, and you refuse to open it, somehow it's going to force its way into your apartment. So when you see it, run away from the trouble. We're seeing a shocking video, electrocuting video, I could say, of two workers at a construction site atop a building under construction, fighting at the roof of a building that's under construction. Yes, that thing you're thinking really happened. So while they were scuffling, dragging themselves and fighting, they fell from the top of the building. And what you're going to see will shock you. So that next time you run away from trouble and you advise somebody, let us see the video.
Abope. Abope.
Whatever will cause you to fight at a construction site, on the roof of a building that you know that should you slip, you're going down. And when you fall down, you might never get up the same. Run away from that thing. There are so many things that we do that is so wrong. You can apologize to somebody and it will solve, it will go a long way. That apology will go a long way. I am sorry. I am sorry. Those are 3 words. Yes, I am sorry can go a very long way. You don't, even though it's your right, even though someone wronged you, you should not always go the it's my right, path, because it can end your life. We do not have, reports of the young man that hit his head on the ground when they fell, but we're hopeful that he is alive. Some persons are saying that he died from the fall. Some are saying he did not die. At some point, he was unconscious and he got up. But we just saw that that guy's life will never remain the same. If he hit his head, something has, gone wrong in his system. So please try as much as possible to run away from trouble. And also, if you are working in a construction site, be fully kitted. Wear your helmet, your coverall, your safety boots, your goggles, depending on the kind of job that you're doing. If that guy was fully kitted, when he fell, he would not hit his bare head on the pavement. Rather, it will be the helmet, and at some point he will be saved. So be very careful while looking for your daily bread out there, because we care about you. Let us take 3 comments from Twitter from that particular trend. Greatness says some things are just not worth it. This death could have been avoided with a simple I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to let some things go, even if you're in the right. Now, somewhere out there, a child will grow up fatherless, all because 2 adults, refused to be sensible. That's from Greatness. Eve says the one separating nearly died join. This is the reason I'll think twice before separating a fight. From Eve, you still have to do the needful, Eve. Festus says, which kind devil go even make them fight for that kind place? I wonder. Why will you not run? Why will you not say, I overcome you today. I'm not going to indulge you. Whatever you're saying, whatever insults you're throwing at me, I'm going to let it slide. Okay, things like that doesn't make you a weak person. It doesn't make you the fool. It rather makes you the wise person. Because look at that. Someone is unconscious, probably dead. Who knows? We do not have any police report or any hospital report. But, you know, in that Yoruba slang, the young man has hit his head on a pavement, on the ground. Be fully kitted and run away from trouble when you see one, because you do not know the health status or condition of your opponent, even when you're in the right. Another heartbreaking story. I don't know why I don't have something that's going to make me smile to the bank today. Oh my God, this one is terrible. Is something that we pray every day that it never ever happens, because nobody sees this coming. Life just happens. Sometimes you just wake up hale and hearty and life hits you so hard that you cannot even explain. A young mother called Amarachi Promise Esemonu in Port Harcourt has come out on social media to seek for justice for her 3 children that were gruesomely killed before her very eyes. She is saying that her children were there at the shop and a young man teaching his girlfriend how to drive during the weekend at 8:30 p.m. swerved. The lady that was learning how to drive swerved from the road and, you know, rammed into her shop, claiming the lives of her 3 children, a 10-year-old girl, 4-year-old boy, and a 3-year-old daughter. These are her children that just died before her. Even when they rushed the children to the hospital, you know, they were no longer breathing. But to prove beyond every doubt that the children had passed away, the hospital had declared that they had passed. And she has come out on social media to cry for help, because she's saying that the situation was reported to the police at Old GRA Port Harcourt, and they are trying to sweep it under the carpet based on the persons that are involved. But her 3 children are gone. Why is this happening? How do you want this young mother to get justice for her 3 children? Let us listen to what she has to say. The cry of a young mother.
Thank you. Every day I will wake up in the morning and remember about them. Every day my alarm will ring for kids to get ready for school. But there's no kids for me to dress for school. Every day my alarm will ring. Every day my alarm will ring, but there's no kids for me to dress to school. And those people, they are comfortable. They are not saying anything. They are comfortable, enjoying their lives. This is the cry of a mother who lost her 3 kids, all because of a careless driving. Because of a careless driving. All because of a careless driving. This is where the incident happened. This is where the incident happened. And they are not saying anything about it. I lost my 3 kids, 10 years, 4 years, and 3 years. And they are not saying anything about it. They are trying to sweep it. You should not just go like that, oh. This is where we were standing. How we connected to the road, and this was where the accident started from. Are you seeing it? I lost my 3 kids, all because of careless people. All because of careless driving, and they're not saying anything about it. They should not let this thing just go free like that. My sister, they should not just allow this thing go like that, oh. If they are sweeping all that, but the lives of my kids will not just go like that. The life of my kids will not just go like that. The police are not saying anything. They are not taking anything about it. This is where I lost them. This is where I lost them.
The cry of a young mother. I could say she doesn't have any connections. She doesn't have anyone to speak up for her. But because she does not have anybody, you know, highly placed person somewhere or maybe in the government, should it be swept under the carpet? Should someone that's learning how to drive be driving by 8:30 p.m.? And why is it that a young man is teaching his girlfriend how to drive on the road that every other person, professional drivers, are plying, are using? Why the major road? There's a driving school. She should, go there, learn how to drive, or big fields, or, environments that are large that she could use to drive. And why is the government of Rivers State not saying anything? A young mother at this age, losing 3 of her children over something she never, ever saw coming. She never dreamt of. If you saw the video, if you watched closely, you realize that she has cried and cried and her eyes are swelling. And even when the case was reported, according to what she said at the police station at OGRA, they're not giving her anything tangible, any word she should hold on to, any hope. They're trying to sweep it under the carpet. We're calling on well-meaning Nigerians that have a voice to use their platforms to seek justice for this mother. Though the lives of our children will not be brought back, but let those persons that, committed the crime face the wrath of the law. Let them be accountable for their actions. Nothing we can say will bring her children back, but we just pray that she finds peace and comfort, and it's only God that can console her in situations like this. Very, very heartbreaking. Let us take 2 comments from Twitter before we take our last trend. Big Vicky says, how does one recover from this? 1 is enough to make 1 lose their mind, not to talk of 3 at once. My God, I pray she gets justice, and may God console her, because this is too much. It is too much, Big Vicky. Naomi tweets, this is not a small pain. 3 at once. God, this is painful. Justice must be served. Justice must be served. I support it. Justice must be served. We must live an accountable life. Yes. We hope that the government does something, that we want to see, and say something we want to hear. And those, young people, the boy and the woman, do the needful too. And cases like this should never be swept under the carpet. They should be accountable for their actions. Let us take the last trend that we have this afternoon. This one is making me smile because I never knew a thing like this still existed up until I saw a trend on social media. Lots of persons are really talking about it. Well, if you never drank from a clay pot before, you might not have a relationship with the video we're about to see. We see a video of female traders, that sell along the road, the roadside traders that sell soft drinks. We're seeing that they cannot afford to refrigerate their drinks so that it will be cold, but they used an alternative, the traditional alternative method of using clay and water to make their drinks to be cold. I don't know if it's going to work in this era, but people are confused between refrigerating drinks and, drinking from them based on what they are doing to make the drinks to be cold, talking about their health, whether it's hygienic and whether it will be cold or not. People are taking sides, but let's see the video first before we come back to taking comments.
Village life, sweet. The package drink. This kind drink, the way you go call, even though na ice blood they put, you know go call richer. See how they do the packaging. Now, son, with the touch of water. Now, so
natural cooler.
This one a natural cooler. You go see where it go chill, cold. Highest now, give them 1 hour now. See as they do it traditionally. Nothing concern them concern ice blood. You go cold.
Man, so the same price they sell.
You see? So the way we dey live our life way back home, for this village life, at times we are living our best life. He sweet die. He choke die.
Don't do that.
I go die for you.
Yeah. I say,
See my guy.
Don't do that, guy. I say, don't do that.
That's how these women could preserve their drink. But let's forget the essence. They're doing what they're doing, using clay to, build up to the bottles, to sprinkle water on it. Yeah. Years back, we used to preserve water in a clay pot. I don't know how many of us know about that, but I have drank from a clay pot before. Olden days clay pot. I've scooped water from it to drink. It's always cold, I would say. So let's talk about the present. Is this hygienic? Because these are things that people are going to drink. How about the sand that will be on the bottle? So are they going to pull it out and wash it? Whatever the case is, this is because of the grappling case of electricity epilepsy that we have in Nigeria. The cost of petrol to run your generator, to power refrigerators, everything is just on the high. So they have resorted to using this traditional method to make their drinks cold for them to sell and earn a living, because if it's not cold, majority of persons will not like to purchase it. What do you think of this alternative from these elderly women to make their products for them to make people buy their products? What do you think? Is it hygienic? Is it okay? Is it a method that people should resort to? I would say this is a classic low-tech ingenuity. Classic low-tech ingenuity. Let us take just two comments from Twitter. Then we take the word that we have for today. What a demand. Or King Kosek says, nothing could pass our clay pot water. How many of you drink from it? Well, I did. Just what I talked about. That's from King Kosek. Okay, King Kosek also drank from the clay pot. Let's take from Dr. M Platform. Dr. M Platform says, will this keep the drink chill, or them just they play with mud? You never can tell. The ideas that our foreparents used to have then, the methods and modes of preservation then, that is still working for persons that believe in the 21st century. Let us take the word that we have for today. Then we take our Tuesday motivation and we call it a wrap on Trending Tuesday edition of #Trending. What is the word that we have for today? The word of the day is demeanor. Demeanor. What does demeanor means? Demeanor refers to someone's outward manner and behavior toward others. Demeanor means someone's outward manner and behavior towards others. An example of the word demeanor in a sentence is, the teacher's calm demeanor put the classroom at ease. The teacher's calm demeanor put the classroom at ease. Demeanor is the word that we have for today. All right, our Tuesday motivation. Yes, Tuesday motivation. There will always be something to deal with. Live anyways. Oh my God, I love it. This is also, an advice for me personally. There will always be something that human beings will deal with, but you still have to live anyway. Okay, so no matter what comes your way, know that things will always come. It will always come. You always have to deal with something, whether good or bad, whether the one you expected or the one you least expected. You will have to deal with something, but you must live, despite every occurrence or happening. Live. Choose you. Choose your happiness. Choose peace. My name is Ofanono Joseph, and I really appreciate you so much for sticking around with me on #Trending. Hopefully, I will do this again with you tomorrow. Stay away from trouble. Choose your peace. Bye for now.